Russ Douglas 222 in Blackpool Air Rifles, and I've just paid a surprise visit to Lloyd and Sean, and Lloyd's going to show me what's new. On we go.
Lloyd.
Hi Lloyd, how are you doing?
I'm fine, thanks. You do this to me all the time, don't you?
Sorry.
Come in, pick the phone up like that and go, oh, do you want to say something?
Yeah.
Actually, we're a little bit more prepared this time.
We are a little bit.
As soon as I saw you, I'm like, he's going to do a video. I'm really good, thanks. I'm really good, yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah, no
Great to see you. No walking stick. Brilliant.
No.
Brilliant.
No, back out, planting trees and all that sort of stuff in my spare time. So all the stuff that Blackpool Air Rifles pays for, we've got 1,500 trees planted now, so that's really good.
Brilliant. So. And now you're going to have to plant a tree protectors to protect them from the deer.
Yeah, we've got deer on the land, which is awesome. I mean, it's lovely to see, but not so good for the actual trees. So,
right. Okay.
Yeah, that's getting sorted.
So, what can you tell us, Lloyd? What's new?
Things have slowed down a little bit recently, but we have had some interesting products in. We've got the new, actually, I've got the new Panthera Hunter, which has just arrived literally about half an hour ago. So we've got the new Panthera Hunter.
Excellent.
That's obviously from FX Air Guns.
Yeah.
They've put, now you know more about this than I do, because I know what you're like with FX. And I know originally the bottle was on the back.
Yes.
But now it's on the front.
Right. Well,
which actually is better.
Yeah. Well, you could have it the front or the back, and you just put a blanking plug on whichever you don't want. And I just had you look up, didn't you? How much are the bottles? 250.
49.95. Yeah, 250.
Right. So basically, if somebody wants a bottle,
double bottle set up front and rear.
Yeah. Because I learned from Johan at the shooting show that the stock at the back is always pressurised.
Yes.
So you need a blanking plug there. Yes. Okay, go for it.
Right. I forgot what I was saying because the phone rang. And I was actually going to say to you, if anybody rings us and we don't answer the phone, it's not because we're being ignorant or rude or sat on the internet looking at porn or anything like that. We're literally serving customers, and our customers obviously come first.
Yes.
So please, if you do ring me and you can't get through, just give us 5 minutes and ring back again. Right. Alternatively, we put an email address now on our completely revamped website, which we've actually simplified everything, and our website I think works really well now. Very, very basic. Left hand side, all the second-hand guns are all being posted as they come in, and we put them through the workshop, and as soon as they've been put through the workshop, they're on the website. If you see anything you like, you can literally just contact us by email, which is on the website as well, and say reserve this or ring us or whatever.
Brilliant.
And on the right hand side, you'll probably see you'll see a news feed with all the latest news on. Excellent. I'm not spending a lot of time on Facebook anymore. Facebook don't like shooters, they don't like guns, etc.
Yeah.
So we're focusing on our website. So anyway, that's a little bit of an aside. So sorry about the sort of little bit of advertising.
No, it's all right there.
So we've got the Panthera Hunters that have just arrived this morning. I think personally that putting the bottle on the front is better for two reasons. One of them is that the bottle on the back sort of gets in the way sometimes of people's wrists.
Right,
and it rubs, which is not a big deal, but it's just it is a deal. And also, as well, you pointed this out as well, the balance is a lot better.
Yeah, if you invert that and hang it from your finger.
Yes, if you do that, you'll find now that the balance is sort of just about perfect for where
the trigger.
The trigger is. Yeah.
So the bottle at the front balances at the trigger.
Perfectly balanced.
Bottle at the back, and you've got a barricade stop at the front for that style of shooting.
I think that's really nice.
Yeah, and it's got.
I'm becoming a bit of an FX fan, to be totally honest with you.
Ooh.
And it's there's a couple of reasons. Two is that they seem to have got the shit together with reliability and quality control, and also as well, we're dealing with a new importer now who seems to actually be really looking after. I don't know whether they look after everybody like they look after us.
Yeah.
But we've been impressed with the service, which is Sportsman Gun Centre. And I know that not everybody likes everybody, but we really appreciate what Sportsman do for us. They've been excellent with the service.
Excellent.
Anyway, there you go.
Yeah. So you also have the larger Panthera. You have the big brother up there. Mm-hmm. So that's the Panthera Hunter.
And really, you're going to want to see a size comparison, aren't you? So I'm going to hold. There we go. So we hold them together.
Right.
Can you see that?
Yep, I've got them both on the camera. Yep, filling the screen.
Quite a difference in size?
Yes, yeah, absolutely. I would say for my own tastes, I like the bottle at the back on the larger Panthera, but for my own taste, that would be FAC only for me. And for the non-FAC, I would have to be the Hunter.
Well, we sold a few of those for range guns, and people are absolutely raving about the accuracy.
Right, okay.
Really impressed with the accuracy. And I think they've done a good job with them. I mean, all right, originally it was a slug gun, wasn't it? But it's still a perfectly usable pellet rifle.
Right.
It works really well. Nice gun. Yeah.
Yeah,
And I
excellent.
think that one, all right, the disadvantages, we haven't talked about this yet, £1,850.
Right, okay. Not cheap.
Not cheap, but it's an FX, it's going to be mega accurate, and like I say, quality, finish, reliability and everything seems to have gone up a massive notch.
Okay, and if
So-
you want if somebody wants the second bottle at the rear, that'll be 2100. So
Yeah.
yeah, excellent. So that's the new Pantera Hunter.
Carefully put that down.
Yeah.
I'm going to mention a couple of other things. Sorry if I'm going to repeat myself about Air Max, but Air Max we've been really happy with the service, but they have had some little niggles with the crate, as everybody that's had a crate knows, because the regulators have been creeping. Chris from CDR Guns, fantastic guy by the way.
Yeah,
just
absolutely.
goes out of his way to help everybody. Chris has worked with Air Max to develop what I think they call them the Mark IV regulator, which is the solution.
Right.
So in other words, all the guns now that are coming into the country, they've all got the latest regulators in. In fact, actually, Chris rang me up last week and says, send all your guns back that have not got the Mark IV regulators in. We're going to upgrade them free of charge to the latest spec, which is how it should be.
Yes.
But isn't necessarily how some companies behave.
That is definitely customer service.
So all the crates now have got the Mark IV regulators in. I've just bought myself a compact. I've had it a little while now, and what a piece of kit. And you'll agree with me on that as well.
Oh, absolutely.
Yours as well,
I
don't you?
love mine. Yeah, I love mine.
So that's a little bit of news on the crates. There's another little bit of news. AGT has got a new importer, which maybe to the average listener viewer won't really be that bothered about.
Yeah.
But actually, there is going to be quite a few changes. There's going to be an increased stock level on spares. There's going to be a 3-year warranty as standard, and I think they're calling it a no quibble warranty. That'll be interesting to see what that means.
Okay.
But saying that, nobody quibbles about AGT anyway.
No, good quality, aren't they? Fantastic quality.
Awesome. Do you know what is going on with all the Czech manufacturers? They're just pumping out stuff that everybody wants, everybody loves.
Yeah, excellent.
So it's weird to say this, but if you're buying guns and it's Czech, it's like almost a guarantee that you're going to love it.
Yeah,
So, there you go.
I can't say fairer than that. What else have you? Oh, you got something odd here. The bug assault.
I don't know what to say about it apart from it's a lot of fun. The 50 quid, you can shoot flies.
Yeah, you load it with table salt.
Table salt. We're bug assault stockists.
Yeah, well, I've got the older version of that, the yellow and black one. Safety catch is a little bit stiff. Take it off, but yeah,
This is the 2.5 version.
Oh, right.
To be honest with you, it works perfectly, and I don't know why, but I think the camouflage finish looks quite cool on it. So anyway, so that's something different. We've also gone back because we used to stock MTC, and we went through a stage where we weren't over keen on the quality, and the service wasn't quite as good as it should have been, so we actually stopped stocking MTC and we went somewhere else. But quite a few of my customers, again, this is customer driven, which is the products that I like to stock.
Yeah.
Customers are coming in saying, Lloyd, why aren't you stocking the MTC? This one is the Copperhead, and we do them in the 3 to 12, and look at the size of that. It's a little beauty. 3 to 12 and 4 to 16. Really popular with customers.
That'll be a cracking scope on a small crate.
Yes, although I put a gigantic light stream on mine, so there you go. But that one, 290 odd quid. I haven't got my glasses on, so I'm sort of guessing. 290 odd quid for the 4 to 16, I think about 250 for the 3 to 12. Really nice lens quality, and MTC seem to have pulled the finger out, which is obviously what I like to see. You know, it's good to support UK companies. So we've got those as well. The only other thing I'm going to mention that I haven't got, so it seems like a bit of vaporware at the moment, is the new H&M Barracuda 8s.
These are pellets.
We've been looking around for products that basically are cheaper and just as good, and I know you can't find them very often, but with the Barracuda 8s, we've had some samples through. They're 177 pellets, made by H&M. We've had some samples through. People seem to absolutely love them, but the massive important thing is they're cheap. They're $9.95 a tin, whereas
Is that for 500? Yeah.
Yeah, whereas JSB's are sort of 15 quid on average most places. Some places are even more expensive. So, you know, customers that are going through a lot of pellets might be worth having a look at the Barracuda 8s. The only reason I'm mentioning it today and not showing you them is because they are supposed to land any day now.
Right.
But they've not arrived yet.
Yeah,
so
they'll probably arrive just after I drive away.
that'll be exactly the case, yeah. Apart from that, really, I would say nothing else new in the pipeline. Stuff that's happening in our shop at the moment. I've told you about the website. That's, you know, and I'm really happy about that because a lot of my customers have been complaining about the website. Fair enough as well. And we take constructive criticism. People are saying it didn't work. It was too complicated. Blah blah blah. So that's really good. And the other thing is second-hand sales. Again, we're buying at the moment, so if anybody has got anything nice in second hand, we're looking for good pre-charge, good springers. Obviously, with prices going up new, some of them going up too much, to be totally frank with you. It's making some stuff quite expensive new. In fact, some stuff is overpriced, I think. It's making the second hand market much more buoyant, much more viable. But I'm struggling now to actually find enough stuff, so we are buying. So Virac, Air Arms, all the good brands especially. Really short of springers. I don't know what's going on at the moment, but everybody seems to be shooting springers again.
Okay.
I think it's actually something to do with the pellet prices. I think because I've noticed that semi-automatics, a lot of people have been getting rid of the semi-auto styres and stuff because they're saying they're too expensive to run. Right. Because of the pellets.
They're hungry on pellets.
So hungry on pellets, and so like single shot springers, you take your time, you don't shoot as many, you know, and that's how I guess it's a way of keeping the price, you know, of the hobby down.
Right.
But apart from that, everything else. Busy as usual.
And you told me there's a sexy Lobo Mustang out with the laminate stock, but you don't have one here.
It's due to come in today, and again, it'll arrive as soon as you walk out the door, as we well know.
Yes.
But the Lobo Mustang, in fact, I'm going to go off camera, and just in case there's one person in the world who's been living under a rock and doesn't know what a Lobo Mustang is, fantastic. Do you know what? I'm going to say this again. This is an awesome piece of kit. I absolutely love mine. 300 bar, regulated, blah 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 blah. I'm not going to bore you with details because I think you've done a video.
I've done a video review of this rifle.
But the big problem with this is, or it's not a problem, is if you like a nice gun with a nice piece of wood. The wood is what how would you describe that? Utilitarian,
basic. Yeah.
I've got one and I decided I want it to look pretty, so we're working with Davies Built Stocks, a guy called Tom, fantastic bloke by the way.
Yeah.
He is making me a custom stock for this, which is going to be a grey laminate custom stock.
Right.
It's not just for myself, it's that mine is a prototype to actually sort of to be selling them. So we're going to be stocking laminate stocks for the Mustang, hopefully in the next month or so. But I will be doing a bit of a video myself. It's a shame you're not down actually in between, because I'd like you to have done the video. But I'll do a video of the Mustang and show off what the new laminate looks like, and I think it really sort of puts the icing on the cake for the looks of the rifle.
Excellent, fantastic.
So
thank you very much.
I'm very excited about getting it.
So thanks for your time, Lloyd.
You're more than welcome.
Great to see you, and I'll get this online ASAP.
All right, thanks very much.